different sort of noise. It's echoey, whereas his, it's more bassy.
Yeah, he's got a boom to it. He's got a proper punch to it. But that's enough of the pipes you can expect to hear ringing out when we go to the player cams. paIN going to be starting on the CT side. We didn't get a chance to speak much about Imperial there on the lead up to this one, but they themselves have a ton of experience. You're looking at Vinny, Phelps, of course, in particular. Two players that have been around Brazilian Counter-Strike forever. Very capable.
They are indeed. Strap in for this one then. Pistol round underway, and it's double Julie's invested into. That's 4 guns on the site. Quick maths. Big Guzera out first. Snow assists. Julie's in the back line. Shuts down No Way, but it's a rapid set of trades, leaving just Decency in a 1 versus 3. Nothing more to be found there. And paIN live up to their name on the pistol.
Yeah, plow straight through Imperial that have been derailed on their approach. Not many options either, with no post plant being afforded to them. So maybe a couple P250s perhaps here, but really good setup. Biggest error striking early is always going to be a good sign in Snow with those Julies. So yeah, both teams succumbing pretty... There he is. I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
That's Snow. That's Snow right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Vince. You know what's kind of crazy? By the way, I'll put this into perspective. He was born in 2007. Right? I feel like I'm ancient. I'm not even that old.
Imagine how I feel. I'm like a granddad. Like,
let me tell you about this game I used to play. Oh, but it's mad. Yeah, it's going to be crazy, though. Definitely dial it in. If you enjoy a fair few aggressive pop-offs, he's going to be screaming and giving you all sorts of things to write home about. In this one, though, it's relatively easy for them. Convert the following round. No room for shenanigans. paIN go in, do the smooth moves, and Lux takes away 3 kills in a second round for the team.
Now, how both teams got here, mentioned it earlier, both on Nuke. 13-10 loss for paIN and a 13-9 loss for Imperial against MIBR. Obviously, we got a chance to see MIBR against Crew, I believe it was yesterday, Jackie. We casted that game. I say it was a game. It was over pretty quick on Vertigo.
Yeah, it was a speed run.
Yep.
We'll see more of Crew later on today, so don't worry. Ataraxia was a very fun name to say, so we'll see what he can do. Decency, though, opens it up with the initial pick. That's straight into the face of Snow. Initial mid-aggression. Going to be wiped away from them. And this is the setup for the split onto the A site. Up top, it's NQZ. He's had a good run at the RMRs individually on this one, though. Bullets go west, not going to connect. And Lux, with a backup of Cowers, looks to control the hemorrhaging players on the site. Molotov down. Follow-up's good. SMG's holding back the wave, but it's all about Cave now.
Then you're trying to hold on to this angle, getting pushed down and shredded by the MP9 of Lux. 5-0 so far to his start, but he's on very low HP. 1 bullet and he's a dead man. Phelps using that smoke as a bit of a sanctuary, a bit of reprieve. Players side by side. This angle, though, is going to favor Phelps all day, every day, but Lux is going to start to readdress his position. That smoke about to fade. Timing of so much importance, and of course he does have that bomb. And Phelps patiently waits him out. Finds his man and delivers. Biggest error has gone unnoticed, unchecked so far. They're not entirely sure as to where he's coming through on. And now they're going to push on to the site. If they plant on Temple's side, there's not much the Biggest error can do, but he's correctly called. They're going to go for that fake spray, comes through. Minimal damage lost for Biggest error as well. 15 seconds left on the clock, and Decency needs to get this bomb planted down. Tickles it. Biggest error charges with the FAMAS, but the AK will prevail alongside Imperial, who dial in their first round.
I thought that was going to be a big Guzera masterclass on that one. He gets the first pick off. We're getting shades of Copenhagen, starting to think about the sort of momentum he could make, but not in the round overall. So Imperial find an opening. They do collapse on this one and claim their first round early, finding an opportunity. Costly round, though. Down to the 1v1.
I mentioned earlier how Biggest error struggled in his last game at a 0.7 rating. He was 9-20. A far cry from what we've come to expect from the man. Nice shot from NQZ. Won't be nailing the kill, but does tag Decency down to 24. And Snow goes trying to perforate the smoke for the kill and finish off the weakened player. But the players to really look out for is probably going to be Lux on paIN. He has been their consistently best player stats-wise. And then on the other side, Try, who's been damn good over these last few months, posting up a 1.12 rating. So keep an eye out on those two players.
Phelps looking to command the troops on contact towards the site, though, back at B. They've waltzed their way in. Smoke shrouding their path, able to get the close angle set up. He can push right into their faces. Spam through the smoke is good to at least force him to recoil back somewhat. He waits for it to dissipate. Shot connects from Snow. Avoids the outcome of them getting the opening pick and the plant down. So still a bit of pressure back. Retake. Revving up, and Big Guzera, he's read it right. Expect the flank towards the back as long as he controls that. The rest of the team pushing out for the side contact. But Vinny strikes with a Galil, and the frags just keep on coming. It's NQZ that punishes Vinny. Cowware's on the bomb site, letting it loose with a MP9 as well. Hot rod round the corner. Got to jump on it soon, though. Time ticking. Paranoid about the swing on it. No kit in the back pocket, and they realize this one's gone.
Yeah, no time. As you highlighted, the lack of kit was a difference making. A decent team may go down with the bomb, but it is a second in a row for Imperial. Able to hold on to the two rifles, or open the rifle, I should say. So will they buy alongside this? It is a bit of an awkward one. I mean, they know no survivors on Imperial in that last round. Means that their economy is not fully flourishing just yet either. So the two saved guns, you could justify for paIN going in for this. It is a difficult decision, though.
Cara do escuro foi humilhado, Zac. O cara do escuro foi humilhado, Zac.
No idea what you're saying, Jackie, but full confidence. Love it.
I'm living for it, man. I'm living for it. He had the finger guns.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. Jazz hands or finger guns. You know a man means business.
We've seen quite a few gestures today. Ooh!
Oh. Man. NQZ, he's had a great RMR. Whoa, and it keeps on going as well. He's had some big games of how he's playing individually and shows that level of prowess again here. This is a rapid round from paIN. Instant snapshots down on the ramp. Hard angle to hit as well, but taking him to the barbershop and taking the top off. For context as well, Vince, ludicrous game versus Nouns to open up the event. 22-4, 1.91 rating. Good versus Wildcard 2, that was 20-16. So individually, he's been stepping up to the mark. Especially on a map like Ancient, with the AWP in your hands, you can be so proactive. It's what we were expecting from Sadzim, right, in the opening game.
That's it. That's exactly it, right? Like, Big Zero may have been a bit quiet, but NQZ's been picking up the slack. Very much a confidence-based player as well. We're talking about how loud Snow is. NQZ, at one point before Snow joined, he was the cheerleader of this team. He was the hype man. He loves it. Snow, in the meanwhile, double spray against the Tech 9s of Imperial, who had players down at around $1,400, so they had to go in for the force. Not reaping anything just yet in this round. And a smoke also deployed, allowing Big Azera to sneak his way out onto the platform. So Imperial somewhat stuck. They do have a smoke to play with and a flashbang. You'd assume they're probably just going to toss that over and throw a Hail Mary onto the site and just pummel in there if they can.
NQZ's got back up on the swing. Weakened firearms, almost the double up 3B as well as the shot rips through them, but the nade will trade it out. Big Guzera lobs that one in for the three-pointer. And try as you might, should be dead in the water here. Tap back onto Lux. Force out one rebuy at least, but the round itself, not sustainable.
NQZ was so hype, he's made himself go into a coughing fit afterwards. I just saw that. He was screaming afterwards. He had a good cough. Love that. Love
His throat's caught up with him.
Yeah. 4-2 the score, and it's going to be an eco as well for Imperial. A map, when you look at it, neither team actually has any stats on over the last 3 months. There's an interesting one. Snow in the meanwhile, though, there's the double tap with the headshots.
I mean, it goes deeper than that as well, because they just play so much against one another. That's why it's so crazy. Yeah. Just a ridiculous amount of games. The head-to-head's an absolute classic between these two. And that's probably afforded the decision-making of going to Ancient as well. Last time these two played best of ones, the only best of ones they played, ESL Challenger. Season 48 for South America, and that was a 19-17 on Mirage, 13-3 on Inferno, trading maps there. So you brought it to Ancient, seeing how things go early. And they're still giving it. Snow's going off again as well, so everyone's feeling good right now.
The crazy thing is, well, Jackie, I just looked into those stats. He said they played against each other so many times. They've played each other 40 times since November 2023. The last time they played each other, it was 1917 at ESL Challenger on Mirage. So not only they played each other a ton, but it's normally close. Man, they're such a hype team, it's crazy.
Man, it's so good. Everyone sets each other off as well. Like, one of them goes off, and then everyone gets involved, and they back it up. The decibels on this team are through the roof. But, you know, it's bizarre when you look at how much these two teams play against each other. I think, like, in 2024 alone as well, it's like a 19-15 split on the wins with how many games they played. So, yeah, it's kind of nuts, really.
paIN have got the best of it, though. 21 wins to 15. Other than the last loss I just mentioned, the 19-17 in favor of Imperial. They won the 3 before that. 13-3, 13-7, 13-10 respectively. So just goes to show that these guys, they typically do trade maps back and forth. No way getting aggressive, though, up on the catwalk, trying to turn their fortunes around. But there's only 3 smokes left with so much time left. You've got no Molotovs, no HEs or flashes. That could be a problem.
The info being shown at middle, though. Cowers makes the head-up call to push the extremities and takes deep control of A main, already wrapping himself round through the back. So you can bolster the defense off towards the B site now. So much map control, and even potentially the frags as well. He's good for one. 1-for-1 trade. Goes down to nowhere with a clap back from the Kalashnikov. Up close, it's NQZ that needs to deal with decency coming in from Red Room. And it now is a whole lot more red, Vince.
This is how you play CT side of Ancient. What a complete turnaround from what we saw previously on Legacy. Aggression, throwing different strategies and tactics, making a tease reactive rather than proactive. And Imperial now, this is where the lack of flashes and HEs, Molotovs can be a real nuisance. The kill, though, is going to alleviate some of the pressure. Planning behind the smoke is try. And although a HE comes in and does a little bit of damage, a bit of chip to 2 players, there's a second one behind it. Not required. Snow finishes him off beforehand. Phelps and No Way now have got to try and hold on to this round as Snow realizes there's no brick wall there. Has to be an enemy. And takes the sledgehammer to the dome of No Way. Phelps anticipating this to be a fake. The biggest error. Too fast on the draw. Successful retake for paIN.
Oh, this looks like a loud one from Snow. But he was going. That was a solid 4-second yell. Good to see Big Guzera giving it as well. He's looking for his 4th major. A man that really has been making moves. Like you said, Mr. paIN Gaming, right? Put the organization on the map, consistently bringing them home.
Okay, understood that one.
God damn. We actually get to see some winning CT rounds then, Vince. 6-2 this time around. paIN Gaming coming out swinging. NQZ still got the AWP. We'll see what he can do with that. Meanwhile, for Imperial, cash flow problems start to arise. It's the one Galil in the hands of Phelps. Everyone else donning the upgraded pistols.
Uh-oh.
Little afro, mate. That's all you need.
Well, Miss Smoke doesn't get punished, at least. As paIN are going to throw in another one on the double doors. Luxton, meanwhile, getting aggressive. Thinking about tossing that smoke down here onto the box and keep the tease at bay. Do love that, though. That Coaz play, he only got the 1 kill, but he got the information. But more importantly than that, it's now putting Imperial into 2 minds. Are we going to get pushed again? You have to take so much more time. Cross all those T's, dot the I's. No Way, though, straight out with the Tech 9. But Snow puts an abrupt end to this push, just takes the 3K and the round alongside it.
Try looking to see if he can thread the needle for potentially something on this one late round. Vinny's waltzed his way up in through Donut. And rather than going for the late lurk out into B, with how much map control you've been able to find through Vinny, he's actually just going to look to join him, but it's the timing on it. Stopwatch is good for NQZ. Ooh. Shot whizzes straight on by, rips the back of his shirt, but he still slips through and gets into the site. 14 seconds, you're looking for the plant. It'll be a fast peek from A main. Tech 9 of Vinny's good for the front line though. And now they're a post-plant ahead. 2 versus 3 with the Techs in position.
I may have called this prematurely, Jackie. I said he takes the round. But that timing play from Vinny, so huge for this post-plant. And now Snow needs to try and deal deathly blows, and he'll do just that and picks up the ace in the process. And they give him the defuse as well. It's well earned. Give him his rewards.
Surely this one's got to be even louder. He's just got the ace. You can see him screaming. He's got to be going absolutely ballistic.
He's 15-4. He's having a game.
This is what he does, dude. It's really nice as well. The 2 features you actually pick up for the retake on this. First shot onto Trides, the spray control. Oh, I love it so much. This is incredible, Vince. This is what I wanted.
That is just the face, the sound of a man that has complete confidence in his abilities. The game will almost be playing in slow motion for him right now. The way in which he's just capitalizing every single headshot. 15-4. His ADR must be just outrageously high. It must be like 150 or more.
It's got to be so bloated.
I'm around behind in the stats I'm looking at. He had 144, and that's before his ace. My goodness.
It's Snow's world, mate. We're just living in it right now. The blizzard on the server, freezing. Any chance of Imperial starting to ignite a way into the game? Or will the seasons change here in the first half? 7-2 being the total tally that we're working with. Nades to play with. Imperial maybe looking to try and change pace a little bit in terms of the way they play this one. And try on the AWP. He knows they've been taking these fast peaks. Difference is, Vince, even if they find a single AWP, this time around it's a 2 AWP setup for paIN Gaming. Subvert the expectations, have one setup watching for the late flank in, deep back towards B site, watching the red room run out. The other in NQZ's hands towards the A site. But first frag, that's found by No Way.
It's a wallbang as well. It's not anticipating that whatsoever. So they get the hit and run. The main man himself. The Dynamo is down. This is a great opportunity. Imperial need to make the most of it, though. It's all well and good getting the opening pick, but they don't have too much in terms of grenades to play with. No smokes left. They've already been tossed out. Flashes could supply the entry frags. But with 30 seconds to go, if NQZ can get a pick and just fall back, that could be good enough.
NQZ, this is a highlight coming. Oh, maybe not. A little bit panicky on the peak. He goes for the reset and slips down. Try with the assist as well. Strikes back onto Kawes. Oh no. They felt like they had the answer to put the shutters down on the B bomb site with the AWP behind box, but this really does get a whole lot more problematic and throws a bone the way of Imperial.
Plenty of cash as well to play with. But realistically, paIN clumped together with an AWP and a retake. It's not looking good, and Big Azera tries to take the brunt of the damage, but it's too much for him to contest with. Lux likely will just try and save onto the AWP and get an exit frag. But that will be a third round for Imperial. Their first round in 5. But yeah, there was a chance. I think you nailed it. You were saying this could be the highlight moment for NQZ. Everything was lining up for him, but he just had that moment of indecision, and that cost him everything.
Slight swing on the first peak, the reposition. All went awry from there. Very different round, how it plays out. Imperial will be happy to get that one locked in. A team with so much experience on 2 big players as well. Vinny and Phelps. Phelps, of course, he's been there before. He's made it to major semi-finals. He knows what he's doing. Looking for a 7th major. Big old number to work with, lucky number 7. But of course, you've got a long road ahead of you still. And Snow shut down early with a wallbang into the prior round. This time back out, looking for the business and making money at middle with an assist of Cowes. Big Guzera up close and personal. Snow falls, but the response should be there, especially if they funnel towards him. But one by one, they're taking all the fights and making it look easy. Guzera finally gets an opportunity to peek in. Bullet to the head of Phelps, but look at the round itself. Funneling their way towards the A site that's barren.
All players are low, though. 20, 36, 52 on the health bars. paIN have more health collectively than Imperial do. But that extra player can make all the difference. And with the plant coming down, they can't really deny this. Maybe the grenade can get a kill on the parting gift. Oh, tries on 1 HP and Vinny on 23. But it's unconfirmed damage. No way of paIN to know just how weak Imperial are right now. And the way they're playing this, being so slow, they may not give themselves enough time here. Big Guzera, once again, similar to the last round, is going to have to go in first. Vinny getting a bit nervy, shoots off prematurely, going to get shut down in the back right now from NQZ. They do have a kit in the hands of NQZ and a smoke as well. They can go in for this defuse. Going to be sticking it in just a moment. Spray comes through. Big Guzera going to try and bodyguard the shots, and here comes the knife, but Try takes it away. paIN will not be snatching the defuse underneath Imperial, but they at least take all the players with them.
That single point of health. Try so damn low off the back of Big Guzera's nade into the bomb site. Like you said, you had no way of knowing, right? It's not information that you're privy to. And boy, did it make a world of difference. Staying alive, connecting the orb shot across. Boy, oh boy.
That's actually so cool that Try made that small adjustment. And the reason why is because he knows if he takes down his teammate and doesn't get the collect kill, his teammate's the one with the knife. The round's done. That was a really cool micro adjustment just at the end by Try.
(7-4) being the scoreline then. Last round of the first half here. They know their tendencies. Playing against each other so many damn times. It's going to drill a lot into you about your opposition. How to play against them, what they might go for. How if they're even just going to be keeping it different just to throw you off in terms of the amount you played against one another. Early utility thrown out again. Faster play round towards ramp side. Bomb left down on the ground as well. Expecting the swing out on the peak towards the back of the site. So Tries on the elevated angle, looking for the first pickup with the orb. No joy on that though. No one's going to come swinging into him yet as NQZ's playing back towards the ramp side, looking for them to peek into him. So good at hitting the headshots on these.
We saw him get the exact same shot early, didn't we? Oh man. So comfortable in that position. And it's not an easy shot to land that either. That's a pixel he's executing off.
Facing the monitor, Vince. It's the only way. You've got to sniff them, come around the corner. Oh, Big Guzera inside a cave. It's a good response to get the first shot off. Slightly slowed on the back out, but still staying alive and avoiding being trapped by the Molotov. He can back up the defense.
And all the lights have been shining bright on Snow, but NQZ under the shadow, under the radar, has been popping off. Up to 12 frags. As Decent T tries to get around the back, but NQZ, Spider Sense tingling. Checks his back, checks the red room angle, and locks it down, and surely that means an 8-4 halftime score. Phelps and Try would have to pull off something truly spectacular to even get close in this round. The positions as well for paIN on this approach, I mean, the crossfire could not be any scarier.
Try. You're living in such a horrific position right now. Throwing out bullets wherever you can, but you know your days are numbered in the round. And the half closes with 4 rounds of advantage for the side of paIN Gaming. Great start to the CT side. Some clean rounds. NQZ playing a good game. Snow swinging as well. A lot of impact throughout the course of that one.
And Koaz, he's been chugging along as well. He's up there in the ADR towards 100. A lot of his kills for the MP9s up close in the early stages. It's so interesting as well. Like, you got all these young, like, super full of energy, super full of life, screaming players, and Big Zero is just chill.
Yeah.
He's just vibing. The brains behind the operation.
And it's crazy as well, because I remember, I think it was Copenhagen RMRs, right, where he was literally telling them all, like, I don't want to hear any silence.
Yeah.
He was the one that was saying, like, if it's silent in here, something's going wrong. I need everyone to get loud. You've got to get louder.
That's always the key thing with these kind of teams. Like, when you're winning, everything's great, but what happens when you start losing rounds? What happens when you're going behind 0-5, 0-6? Do you have, does Snow, does NQZ, do they pop off then? Do they get hype? Are they able to carry that kind of momentum and that good energy forward? That's sometimes where paIN falter. Not an issue in this game, of course, unless Imperial start to make a comeback.
Well, pistols be pistols, so let's see if this will change the flow of things. Straight out through mid. Timing's good for Snow to get the entry. Oh, smooth with the Glock. Bounces his head off the wall as well to get the quicker reposition. So the movement's nice. And it's the damage done by his teammate in Cowis. Vinny's already been slain. Phelps in the back of the bomb site. Hearing all the info, waiting for the wrap in from his team. But it's a 3 versus 5 on the retake.
And one of these two needs to actually burst out of Temple as well. There's two of them, him and Decenty, and they've got the Julies in play. Need to start and rip and tear through these defenders. Not using the flash as well. It's not going to make things any easier. No way at least pivots in for one, but the Julies have been dealt with. An abrupt end in conclusion to this round alongside it as No Way tries to pull the plug and save his Kevlar. And look for a parting gift of an exit frag. It's a clean, crispy headshot, but it won't make a ton of difference to the overall stature of the game. 9-4 the score. paIN from strength to strength, and it's been a little bit quiet. You know, we've just highlighted multiple players there in the tail end of that first half to look out for on the side of paIN. Try hasn't really had the impact I would be expecting from Imperial. Sure, he hasn't had a chance to use the AWP that often on the T side, but nobody really stepping up and delivering here.
For Try, it's been a long time since his last major. His only appearance back at IEM Rio 2022. As with 0-0 Nation. Feels like it's been a very long time since then. You're going to be gunning to try and get yourself back in that position. But with the scoreline you're facing, it's becoming a bit of a slippery slope. And paIN Gaming going into this round knowing how confident they can be. But realizing you can just take your time with it. See if Imperial throw caution to the wind. If they give you the opening picks, you'll take those in droves. And one by one, the picks look clean. Try and keep this as nice and tidy as possible.
Snow just tucking away No Way in the red room. And the USPs won't be long for this world. Shut down. Lux with a double. And paIN on double digits now. Imperial will have a bye, but no real kills in these previous rounds, so No Way of being able to afford the AWP. $4,500 was the highest amount that anyone could muster up. Does mean they'll have plenty of firepower and utility, but also a lack of kits.
Big round now. Important one for Imperial. Things are slipping. Can you find your footing? Or will it be like walking down a very muddy hill? Results in not the best start for the Davids.
That could be a faceplant into a whole bunch of mud. Right now they'll feel like they're walking through tons of it just to get themselves close in this round, so they're going to take the aggression. Phelps alleviating just a tad of that pressure. Biggest error sent packing for round 15. Oh, Decency is in a world of hurt right now. He knew there was 3 players charging him down, tries to reposition. Vinny with the FAMAS, unable to get 2, and they get caught on the side as well. Phelps walks in to the trap sprung by Lux. A 2-on-2, but a beautiful double from Try, giving Imperial a chance to get a 5th.
Try's heard you talking. He wants to prove it on the server. Some nice plays so far. Potentially a free K to close it, but Lux ready for the engagement. Down to the 1v1 now. Cuts noise, slows down time. Make No Way second guess himself. You've got a big advantage to work with in this one. But with the bomb on the back of the bomb site, he knows it's not going to be the wrap off towards B. And for Lux, how do you approach the round? 24 seconds on the timer, clearing his angles and slowly making his move in. No way posts up back a donut. If he picks up the bomb and goes for the plant on the site, the only option he has, you can swing in then and take the duel.
He can go for a smoke that both locks down donut angle and also allows him to go for plant inside it, which is exactly what he's gone for. No way, not sure if it's a fake. Now going to find out that's not the case. And although Lux took a bit of damage down to 43, he's able to reposition in that post plant. The dynamic of this round now switches. No way spotted him crossing back over though, and it gets him as he jumps across. Can understand why Lux went for the play. There was still so much time left. He was on low HP. And Imperial dial in their 5th. Lux played that 1v2 so well though up until the end.
Yeah, switched on for it. It's unlucky as well, right? The first spam into the smoke where he tagged him but didn't take him down. If he doesn't get that bullet off on the cross towards CT, extra bullet might have made a world of difference for him. Could have tucked in, wasted a bit of extra time, forced him to swing into you in a comfortable angle. But not going to happen for Imperial though. As much as it wasn't a clean round, you're still going to take that one every damn day. It's going to put you 10-5, give you at least a bit of a springboard to play off of. It's just about trying to keep it consistent now.
Yes, unfortunate. And of course, we have the benefit of knowing that there was no kit in play. As far as he's aware, there is. And so he had to make a bit of an audacious Hail Mary play. Ooh, NQZ. Not sticking the landing on that shot. He'll be disappointed about that one. That was an opportunity, but they're going to walk their way up. They creep their way in, and it catches Phelps completely unaware. He had no idea as to that position. Vinny does answer back. There's a team kill thrown in the mix as well. It's chaos, it's pandemonium, but it is also a post plant.
A rapid round. The one that's certainly getting quite explosive. Fists are being thrown all over the place. Spam in through no way. Couple stray bullets tagging them. Imperial trying to bait out the shot. Shadow being seen by NQZ. Teammates setting up for the smoke, but it's an instant connection to the cranium and Cowers is able to swing on the response. Vinny slumped out and no way forced to scurry.
He may have missed the first chance, but he will not miss 2 in a row. Snatches a life away. And paIN up to 11. And yeah, that creep movement in, kind of creeping death in from Imperial. There's a Molotov and a flash tossed, and they just walked up. And you could see, I think it was Phelps that got caught. It was almost like jump scared from that. It's this peak here. Sure, when the Molotov comes down, you have a certain level of expectancy, but not that quick. paIN are looking razor sharp right now.
No, they really are, though. Like, individually, you're just seeing them hitting all the marks, playing off each other very nicely. Any one of these players feels like they can just have a huge round out of it as well. Very reliable team. Never feels like you sort of lose an opening duel and then you're a bit worried. It feels like you lost your star player. Anyone on this team can shine so brightly.
Yes, it's so true, though, isn't it? Because you rewind to Copenhagen again, Big Azera would have been top of the scoreboard. He's bottom right now. Not that he's been needed. He's still playing well. He's 10-5. It's not like he's had a stinker. It's just that everybody else has been popping off.
Yeah.
That's a great problem to have if you're an IGL. I bet he's super happy about this.
Everyone's rising to the occasion. The roster itself just gets stronger and stronger. You didn't have to lead by example in terms of frags. You control them. Make sure everyone's put in the best position for the plays, and individually they're making the correct calls. With Imperial, it just goes down to a hero AK, really. That's what it has to be. There's no way that's armed with it. 2 5.7s and support as well. Both of those stationed towards the A site. So you're playing with the USPs around the AK here on B. But again, paIN. We've seen in rounds like this. They read the economy. They know they don't have to rush it. You'll take a slower approach, play a little bit smarter, wait to see if Imperial swing into you and then operate off the back of that. Oh, Phelps could be found as well. NQZ's been going for this time and time again. Been unlucky in a couple of the engagements. On this one, it's a similar story. The jump across, trying to bait them into No Way's AK, but he's instantly slain.
USP may have a little bit of a say from range, but it should be a one and done. All 3 players stuck at the back of the site. Molotov's going to be there to greet them. Ooh, 5-7 headshot to the back of Vinny from Tri. Did run in front of him, to be fair. Not much that Tri could have done about that one. And yeah, 12-5 is looking like it is a formality 7 match points now on the side of paIN. They have sprinted away with this game.
A day of very quick games on Ancient, it seems. Mirroring almost what we had back on the first map. Our previous series with M80 taking on Legacy. I feel we've been cursing it. We just keep saying it's going to be a really good game, Vince.
Yeah, for the next one, this is going to be crap, ladies and gentlemen, and then maybe we actually get it back.
Then maybe we'll be sick. That's the way we do it. Just do the old double negative, see if we can curse ourselves into something crazy. NQZ, though, whew, that's a hell of a curse. Try's gone for good. No way as well. Soaking damage.
I suppose the thing is, it hasn't been a great game from like a neutral's perspective, being super close and back and forth, but we've had some really great moments and some excellent Counter-Strike here, shown mainly from paIN. Really showing us why many people, myself included, expected them to fairly convincingly make their way through the RMRs. This is more like it. They had a couple of slips and slides, but it seems like business has resumed as usual.
Yeah, it feels like it is more of a inevitability with how they've been playing about closing this one. Just depends if it's going to be here in the 18th or a little bit later. That's up to Imperial to decide. Burning in the flames, everyone's so low on HP. Phelps in the close angle again as well, unable to deliver as Snow slays his way through too. And it's all down to one man. Last chance saloon for Imperial, or paIN will be picking up 13, closing down the best of one and pushing themselves further forward here in the Americas RMR.
Decency would have to pretty much double his frag tally in this map to clutch this one. And it's caught in the side. paIN convincingly take themselves into a 2-1 scoreline. Well deserved.
Oh my God. Oh, Vince, that's incredible. Okay, well, there you go. You can see how much it means to him, and rightly so, right? That's a hell of a pickup. You get a big upset win there again. Well, not really an upset, but it's a massive win in what it is, right? You're able to claim that one, close down Imperial, play against each other so much. But coming into this one, it felt like it really was a bit of a schooling with paIN.